Hi friends, brothers and sisters. My name is Tin and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Today's gospel is from Matthew 12 verses 46 to 50. Jesus was preaching to the crowds and his mother and brothers, I would assume the apostles, wanted to speak with him. And so somebody tells Jesus, but Jesus replies, "Who is my mother? Who are my brothers? Here, these people are my brother and mother. And whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother, my sister, and my mother." The most important people in Jesus' life wanted to be with him. His mother, his family, his loved ones. Isn't it normal for us to drop whatever we were doing when a family matter comes up? Or to stop whatever work we were doing when something urgent happens or when a friend is in need? That was probably the expected response out of Jesus. Of course, you would put your family first over a bunch of strangers, right? But in our gospel today, Jesus doesn't do that. Not because he wanted to ignore the concern of his mother or his friends, but he reminds us that we, the people, we're just as important to him. We're not strangers. We're not distant people. We're not just mere disciples or followers or students who he might not even know personally. In fact, we were just as important to him as his own family. What does this tell us? First, it tells us of our relationship with Jesus, or at least the kind of relationship he wants with us. One that is personal, deep, growing, and intimate. Because again, we're not strangers to him. We're not distant people. He knows us, even our hairs are numbered. In Psalm 139, it even says, "You have searched me and known me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You discern my thoughts from afar." God knows us intimately and loves us and pursues us. And he continuously invites us to draw near to him, to be close to him, the way one would be close to a family member or a loved one. Think of your most intimate relationship. Maybe your parents, your siblings, or your spouse. Jesus wants to relate with you that intimately, if not even more. He wants to spend time with you, to listen to everything that's going on in your life. He wants to support you when you're in trouble, to help you, and to encourage you. Which means our approach to the Christian life should not just be about doctrine, rules, rituals, like praying just for the sake of it, or going to Mass out of obligation. Rather, our Christian life should be about personal connection with God. Think of it as two hearts connecting, God's heart, our heart, connected by intimacy, trust, affection, faithfulness, and joy, and peace. And just like any other relationship, it can only grow with constant communication, deepening trust, and commitment to that relationship. So perhaps it's good for us to ponder, do I have a growing personal relationship with Jesus? Do I constantly communicate with him? If your answer to that is no, or if you're struggling with it, then my encouragement for you is to keep your heart open and to start with small steps of faith, like simple prayers, receiving the sacraments, going to Mass and confession, and reaching out to a friend whom you know loves God. You see, God is very good at meeting us wherever we are. No one is too lost, too sinful, or too far gone for the Lord. And lastly, our gospel today tells us of the relationship we have with one another. Jesus calls us his brothers and sisters. That makes us brothers and sisters and family to one another because we belong to God as his children. You see, when God created us, he meant for our lives to be intertwined, for us to live together, to live in community with one another. He didn't want us to do life alone. In fact, we experience the fullness of the Christian life when we share it with brothers and sisters. Our joys, our sorrows, our ups and downs, when we support, forgive, love, and serve one another. Saint Teresa of Calcutta once said, "If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to one another." And that's true. I think many of our sufferings today is because we have forgotten our responsibility to one another and we have forgotten to love each other the way God loves us. What do I mean by that? We have neglected our responsibility to help the poor. We harbor hatred towards the people around us. We don't forgive. We betray other people out of selfishness and pride, and so many more. So friends, let's remember that just as God has shown love and mercy to us, so should we extend this love and mercy to our brothers and sisters. That, after all, is God's will. To love Him with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love one another as He loves us. And in our gospel today, we see that Jesus honors those who obey this call. So friends, today let's remember just how much God loves us personally, and let's respond by loving Him back and loving the people He has put in our lives. If you have been blessed and inspired by this reflection, please like and share Pathways of Hope to your friends and loved ones. Again, my name is Tin. Thank you and have a great day.